जय, राधा रानी की जय, प्यारी प्यारी अम्मा की जय। श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री गुरवे नमः। आचार्यं मां विजानीया नावमन्येत कदाचित् नमर्त बुद्ध्या सूयेत सर्वदेव मयो गुरु। हे परम प्रियतम पूर्णतम पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण, तुमसे विमुख होने के कारण अनादिकाल से हमने अनंतानंत दुख पाए एवं पा रहे हैं। पाप करते करते अंतःकरण इतना मलिन हो चुका है कि रसिकों द्वारा यह जानने पर भी कि तुम अपनी भुजाओं को पसारे, अपनी वात्सल्यमय दृष्टि से हमारी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हो। तुम्हारी शरण में नहीं आ पाता। हे अशरण शरण, तुम्हारी कृपा के बिना तुम्हें कोई जान भी तो नहीं सकता। ऐसी स्थिति में हे अकारण करुण पतित पावन श्री कृष्ण, तुम अपनी अहेतुकी कृपा से ही हमको अपना लो। हे करुणा सागर, हम भुक्ति मुक्ति आदि कुछ नहीं मांगते। हमें तो केवल तुम्हारे निष्काम प्रेम की ही एकमात्र चाह है। हे नाथ, अपने विरध की ओर देखकर इस अधम को निराश न करो। हे जीवन धन, अब बहुत हो चुका। अब तो तुम्हारे प्रेम के बिना यह जीवन मृत्यु से भी अधिक भयानक है। अतएव प्रेम भिक्षाम देहि। प्रेम भिक्षाम देहि। प्रेम भिक्षाम देहि। साकेत बिहार बिहारी श्री राघवेंद्र सरकार की जय। वृंदावन बिहारी श्री यादवेंद्र सरकार की जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। जैन माधुरी। Page 58, part number 36. मन सुधि बिसरे हो। अब कृपालु तनु सुधि बिसरई हो। वैरस दरस नंद किशोर बिहारी लाल की।
Page 43. हो गया
ठीक। मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा एक तत्ववेता अपने मन से पूछ रहे कि हे मन, हरि के गुणगान क्यों नहीं करते? An aspiring soul who was somehow, through the grace of a Rasik saint, under the guidance of a true guru, has come to realize that there is nothing in this world, the happiness we are searching for, जो सुख, जिस सुख के लिए हम ढूंढ रहे अनादिकाल से, from beginningless time, that happiness that we have been searching for, not even the tiniest drop, लवलेश का भी स्वप्न में भी नहीं मिल सकता. Not even a dream, not even once the tiniest drop of happiness we can find or we have found. Yet the mind is running to the world all the time. फिर भागते हैं संसार में again and again. The philosophy is there. We have heard the philosophy. We have been under the shelter of a true saint, true guru. And we have been given this philosophy. The happiness we are looking for, searching for, we'll find only in Shri Krishna. Only in God. Because Shri Krishna is happiness. Raso vaisah rasagvam hevayam labdhva nandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 7. The Vedas tell us that Shri Krishna is bliss, happiness, ras. वो रस है, आनंद है, सुख है. चाहे हम सुख कहे या श्री कृष्ण, पर्यायवाची शब्द है. Whether we say sukh, happiness, or we say Shri Krishna, God, these are two names for one and the same entity. We've heard this. We've read. We have been in the association of a true saint. We have heard this. Yet the mind doesn't want to accept. because it keeps running to the world. विषयों में, in sensual objects, what to see, what to hear, what to smell, what to taste, what to touch. हमारे 5 इंद्रियों हैं. We have 5 sense organs. And so we have 5 types of desires. Only 5. Shabd, Sparsh, Roop, Ras, Gandh. Shabd, desire to hear. क्या सुनना, what to hear. 2 चीज है, एक राम कथा और एक ग्राम कथा. One is to listen to the divine philosophy, to listen to divine pastimes, etc. of God, Radha, Krishna, Sitaram. And one is to listen to worldly things, politics, sports, to hear about things in the world, to hear gossip, to hear about how bad this one is, how bad that one is, to look at the faults of others. इसमें सुख मिलते. The mind gets happiness in that. And mostly in the world, the mind does not get happiness in divine philosophy. कुछ कहानी सुनाते हैं तो अच्छा लगता है. Somebody starts telling some story. Yeah, we find it very interesting. But when we come to deep philosophy, Tattva Gyan, we get bored. मन अच्छा नहीं लगता. The mind does not find it to be interesting. We get bored, we start falling asleep. There's a reason for this. It has to do with the condition of the mind. ये मन की क्या स्थिति है, ये बताते हैं. How much happiness we get from listening to worldly things, sensual things in the world, as compared to how much happiness we get from listening to divine philosophy. This will tell us the condition of our mind. Whether there's some purity in there or whether it's extremely dirty. The more dirty the mind is, the more sin that there is in the mind. This is ये सिद्ध करते हैं. This is a proof of how dirty, how sinful the mind is. When we get joy from listening to sensual things, when we listen to the faults of others, and we get happiness hearing how bad somebody is, or we start telling others how bad someone is, we find faults. This is a proof. मन में पाप भरे हैं. The mind is very sinful, very dirty. अगर ये नहीं सुनना चाहते हैं, if we don't want to hear it, if somebody starts speaking and we become irritated, we don't want to hear. It means that there is an aversion towards that. It means that there's purity in the heart, in the mind. We only want to hear about God, about Guru, divine philosophy. यहाँ सुख मिलते हैं. So no one has to tell us. We can judge for ourselves. We can see how the mind is, what condition. So this person, this aspirant, He's saying to the mind, why are you not chanting the name, the qualities, the pastimes of God, of Radha Krishna? This world is a bhula bhulaiya. Bhula bhulaiya means a maze. You go in that maze and you get lost. Kho jate hai isme. So this is a dhoka. We've been deceived of uncountable lifetimes. क्यों? Why? हम अपने को भूल गया. Why has this happened? Because we've forgotten who we are. एक वेद में बहुत सुंदर एक दृश्य है. Very beautiful description comes in Vedas. Dva suparna suyuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parikasva jate tayoranya pipalam swadat nachnan nanyo abhichakashiti. Shvetashvataro Upanishad, chapter 4, verse 6. The exact translation of this Ved mantra is given in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Suparna vetau sadrishau sakhayau yadchayayitau kritamidau cha vrikshe ekastayo khadati pippalan manyo niranno pibalena bhuyan. Bhagavad Mahapuran 11 canto 11 chapter 6 verse. Bhagwan Krishna said to Uddhav, a vriksha, there's a tree, उस वृक्ष में दो पक्षी बैठे हैं. On the tree two birds are sitting. एक पक्षी ने दूसरे पक्षी को पीठ किया, बहिर्मुख. So there are two birds sitting on the tree. One bird has turned their back to the other bird. एक पक्षी है जीवात्मा और एक पक्षी परमात्मा. ये दो पक्षी हमारे हृदय में बैठे हैं. So one bird is Jivatma, the individual soul, we people. And one bird is Paramatma, Bhagwan, Shri Krishna. These two birds are sitting in our heart. One bird is eating the bitter fruits of the tree. जो फल है पेड़ में वो खाते हैं और दुखी है, दुख मिलते हैं. It's eating the bitter fruits of the tree and suffering. So one bird, Jivatma, is looking for happiness. This tree is a material world. The fruits, the objects and people in the world. Looking for happiness in the world. Instead of getting happiness, it is getting pain, suffering, dukh. And the happiness is looking for, जिस सुख के लिए जो ढूंढ रहे वो ही बैठे हैं. The happiness that it is looking for is right behind. It's so close. All it has to do is a right about turn, left about turn. अब बहिर्मुख है, सन्मुख करना बस. All it has to do is to turn. Right behind is sitting. In other words, surrender. And it will attain the happiness. For beginningless time, we have turned our backs away from Sri Krishna. Haven't forgotten that we are soul, Atma. Identifying with the material body. I am an Indian, मैं भारतीय हूँ. I am Trinidadian, I am Guyanese. Canadian, American, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, teacher, doctor, engineer, so many titles. These are all titles of the body. The soul, Atma, who we are, has no title. It's not a Bharatiya, it's not a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist. He's not a Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. He has no title. So because of identifying with the body, so it has been looking for happiness in the material world. Ye sharir mayik hai. This body we have is material. It's made of 5 elements. Prithvi, Jal, Tej, Vayu, Akash. Earth, water, fire, air and space. The world we see around us is made of the 5 elements. So the subject of the mind, wo man bhi mayik hai. The mind is also material. Wo Maya ka putra hai. Mind is also called Maya. So nature of mind is material. That's why it keeps running to the world. Naturally, the mind is attracted to the world. We have to convince the mind. Easy nahi hai. Ye saral nahi hai. Because uncountable lifetimes, the decision has become very firm. It didn't stay ho gaya. Very firm that the happiness I'm looking for, I'll find in the world. Aaj nahi to kal. If I don't get it today, I will get tomorrow, but I will. To change the decision of the mind is impossible for a worldly soul. This is where the work of Guru comes. Only when we associate with a true saint. ऐसे Guru nahi hai. We cannot just choose anybody as Guru. Especially in this Kali Yuga, we are so confused. Everybody is a Guruji. Anybody we make Guru. We don't even know the person who we are calling Guruji, he also doesn't know what the Guru means. What is a Guru? Who is a Guru? All he is interested in making followers. Chela, banana. How many followers I can have? What a Guru is. So Guru we have to have. Bhagwan Krishna says in Gita, Tad virpranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshadite jnanam jnananas tattva darshinaha. Chapter 4 verse 34. If we are so fortunate to find a true Guru, Shri Krishna is given here definition of who is Guru. Jnaninaha plus Tattvadarshinaha. These 2 qualities disqualifies him to be Guru. Him doesn't matter. But these 2 qualities, this is what qualifies. Number 1, Jnaninaha. Meaning, he has complete knowledge. All Ved, all Shastra. Or not just knowledge, he is able to remove our doubts. Humko samjhane ki shakti hai. He can make us understand. Hamare sanshay ko nikal sakte. He can remove our doubts. Ye kamal. Anybody can give lecture, but to make you understand, it's a different thing. So this is Jnaninaha, but even more important, he is Tattvadarshinaha. वो तत्व को देख लिया, देखते हैं. He is seeing the tattva. In other words, he is seeing Krishna. He is seeing Krishna. जित देखूं तित श्याममयी है. सिया राम मैं सब जग जानी, करहु प्रणाम जोरी जुग पानी. He's seeing God in every particle. Everywhere he looks, he's seeing Radha, Krishna, Sita Ram. He's seeing God everywhere. In every particle of the world, he's seen God. If someone is qualified like that, if we are so fortunate, परम सौभाग्य ऐसे गुरु मिल सकते, मिल गया. We have found this true Guru. What to do? हमें क्या करना चाहिए? So, number one, tat virip pranipatena. Pranipat. Pat means surrender. Pranipat, complete surrender. पूर्ण शरणागत हो जाए. Completely surrender. What does complete surrender mean? Agya palan. Complete surrender doesn't mean I fall at his lotus feet, I bow to him. No, I follow his instruction, shat pratishat, 100%. Oh, I try to. Agya palan. Pranipat. Pariprashnena. Acquiring true knowledge from him. Asking questions, listening to his divine philosophy, reading his divine philosophy. Roz sunna paro. Every day listen, read. Don't think I know everything. सुनते हैं भूल जाते हैं. We listen, then we forget. If you stop listening, this problem we have in this Kalyug. इस Kalyug में कई ये कमी है हम में. We have so much problem in this Kalyug. Everything is so limited. Ayu, the age, any moment we can die. Our memory is very weak. Buddhi, all is no good. We forget so quickly. That's why we have to listen again and again. Read again and again. Don't go and read Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavad. Not going to understand, you get more confused. What philosophy that a true saint has given. Listen to his divine philosophy every day. Go to Kripalu Nidhi. Get it. Don't go YouTube. And it's also in YouTube, but there's all kind of foolishness there also. You'll go a little bit. I'm going to look at Kripalu Mahaprabhu lecture, and then you go see some foolishness. Then you start looking at that. The mind is like that. Very easy it gets taken away into foolishness. With Kripalu Nidhi, there's nothing else to see but only Jagat Gurutam Kripalu Mahaprabhu. बहकाएंगे नहीं मन को. Listen every day. Look, listen. Let the mind be filled with that. Asevaya. Do seva. Hari Guru ki. God and Guru. Guru will give you knowledge, the true knowledge. Guru bin hoy ki gyan. True knowledge comes from Guru, not by reading book. This all is Ved, this Gita, this Ramayana, this Bhagavad, this Puran. We have listened, this has been in existence from beginningless time. We have listened to uncountable time, we have read. Nothing has happened. Until we surrender to Guru, we do what Guru, follow his instruction, go to a true saint, the true Guru. Then this decision will come in the mind, there's nothing in this. This is the true Bhula Bhulaiya. I'm not going to get lost. I'm not going to be deceived in this. The happiness I'm looking for, I'll find only in Shri Krishna. So I will go to Shri Krishna only. मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा। मुक्ति मुक्ति है प्रबल पिशाचिनी, मुक्ति मुक्ति है प्रबल पिशाचिनी, क्यों इनमें भरमा रहा, मन क्यों इनमें भरमा रहा, भरमा रहा, वो धोखा खा रहा, धोखा खा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा 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 रहा। Two things we have to be very careful of. बहुत सावधान होके से दूर रहना. And these two things people ask for in the world, bhukti and mukti. We don't understand what is this bhukti and mukti. लोग प्रार्थना करते हैं, हमें भुक्ति मुक्ति दीजिए. We pray. In the world, people pray for bhukti and mukti. Bhukti means the happiness of this material world plus the happiness of heaven, Swarg. Satvik Sukh, Rajasik Sukh, Tamasik Sukh. The happiness of heaven, the happiness of the material world, mostly in the material world, Rajasic, Tamasic, and heaven, Sattvic. These two combined is called Bhukti. And Mukti, भगवान में लीन हो जाते हैं, ब्रह्म में, भगवान के निराकार रूप में लीन हो जाना. To merge into the formless aspect of Shri Krishna is called Mukti. ये दोनों पिशाचिनी है, चुड़ैल. These two are being called witches, demonesses. If we get attracted to these two, we'll never attain bhakti, we'll never attain that true happiness that we are searching for. Rup Goswami, great saint, has written in the Bhakti Samit Sindhu, Bhukti Mukti Sprihaya Vat Pishachi Hridade. Pishachi is called Bhukti and Mukti Pisachi. As long as these two Pisachini, these two witches are in the heart, in other words, desire for Bhukti and Mukti in our heart, Bhakti Mahadevi, the goddess of divine love, in other words, true love for God will never come in the heart. We have to keep far away. I'm not going to go into great detail here. We've heard this many times. Just very briefly. Continue. मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा Before going in this slide, so someone may say, okay, bhukti we can understand, desire for the world, even heaven. Which is non-lasting. The Vedas say the person who wants to go to heaven is not only an ordinary fool but the greatest fool, Pramudha. Why? Bhagwan Shri Ram warns us in the Ramayana, Ehi tan kar phal vishaya na bhai, swargahu swalpa ant dukhdai. Those of us who have been listening to philosophy doesn't need to get us in detail, but there could be some new person who doesn't understand what is wrong with heaven. Mostly people in the world think heaven is a great place, even Hindus. Those of us who call ourselves Hindu Sanatanists don't understand what this is heaven or what happens there. We want to go to heaven. We think it's a great place. Bhagwan Shri Ram is warning us. This human body which is so valuable, Devatas are praying for it. Those who live in heaven, they are praying for this human body. It wasn't given to enjoy sensual pleasures, nor to go to heaven. Why? Swargahu swal. Because there is no happiness in heaven, true happiness. And the worst part, ant dukkhadai. After going to heaven, you're going to enjoy for some time and then suffer. Why? Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam kshine punya martyalokam vishanti evam tari dhammanupapanna gatagatam kama kamala bhante. Chapter 9 verse 21 Gita. Look, when a saint is writing, these are divine words. When one attains God realization, in other words, the true saint, the true guru, when he is writing, it is not that person, it is God himself. Jo kare so hari kare. After attaining God realization, no saint does anything. So these are divine words. So every line here, someone can take and give lectures for weeks upon weeks. So much philosophy. I'm trying to be as brief as possible. As I said, so there could be some new people who I don't want you to get confused. So, Shri Krishna is saying in Gita, when you perform dharma, righteous action, yajna, if you can, it's possible in Kali Yuga, but if someone can do, we acquire something called punya, spiritual merits, which will determine which heaven we will go to. There are many classes, and for how long. But once you go there, what happens? Kshine punya. That punya, which is almost impossible to acquire in Kali Yuga, starts destroying as you enjoy. And one day it's going to become zero. And then what will happen? Martya lokam vishanti, will be kicked out of heaven. And because karma has become zero, we have to start all over again. The Vedas tell us, Hinataram Vavishanti. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second canto, 10th mantra. The Vedas say, after enjoying heaven, we'll be thrown into lower forms of life. Dog, cat, donkey, worm. The soul, Jivatma. One day you're in heaven enjoying as a Devata, and next day you're in the body of a dog, a stray dog, a worm, a tree, a grass. That's why the Vedas say the person who wants to go to heaven is the greatest fool. Pramudha. There's nothing. So, okay, that's bad. But what is wrong with mukti? Mukti is one who's attained God, never have to come back in the world. So what is bad about mukti? Mukti is not bad. You've attained God, you've become free from Maya forever. The problem is you're going to experience nothing. There's infinite happiness in Brahmanan, in the formless aspect of Sri Krishna, infinite happiness. But the one who attains mukti, who merges into the formless aspect of Sri Krishna, experiences nothing. It's our mind that experiences happiness and sorrow. Sukh dukh ki anubhav karne wala man hoti. But the one who is striving for mukti, that jnani, he destroys the mind. And the soul, the Atma, which is a non-doer, merges into the formless aspect of Sri Krishna. There's infinite happiness, but no one to experience. That's why the true devotee keeps fire for mukti also. This was briefly explained. There's much more to it. Here now this line is Sutta Bitta Narin. So we are looking for happiness in this world in Sut, children, offspring, wit, material wealth. People think, oh, if I were to have billions of dollars, I'll be very happy. We look at people in the world who have lots of money and we think they're very happy. Really? Do you know billionaires commit suicide also? They do. There's no happiness. Look, a person has billions and when the night comes, he can't sleep. He has to take tranquilizer, sleeping pill. He has to sleep. And the person has nothing. Bhikari hai. He's a beggar. He's sleeping under the flyover. All he has is a cardboard to sleep. And he lies down in the night and he snores without no worry. Aao koi chinta nahi. Because he has nothing to worry about. So, with or not, this goes both ways. Spouse, whether wife or husband. So, these things we have gotten uncountable time. Children, wealth, all the things in the material world, heaven, spouse, wife, husband, uncountable time. He has been given an example of like a fever. किसी को बुखार हुआ, someone has gotten fever. कुछ दिन के लिए, for a few days you get fever, then it's gone. So this is like for a few days we get this and then it's gone. So why are we making this our own, thinking I can find happiness there? Today you can have something and tomorrow it's gone. Today you're a billionaire, the stock market falls suddenly and you become zero. It happens. Today you're very, very handsome, very beautiful, suddenly you get COVID or some sickness. Suddenly. and all the beauty gone. So we should not think that this thing is going to make us happy. Do not make it our own. Realize that there is no happiness to be found in these things. We have gotten these things uncountable time. Duty karo, do your duty. Nobody says don't do your duty. This is the teaching of Gita. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Tasma sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yuddha cha. Chapter 8 verse 7 Gita. Arjun, Tasma sarveshu, at all place, har jagah. Kaleshu, har samay, at all times. All place, all time. Ma manusmara, attach your heart to me. Remember me. Keep me in your mind, in your heart. Lovingly attach yourself to me. Bhakti. Ayudhyacha, your Kshatri. So your dharma is to fight the war. In other words, do your duty in the world. But attach your heart, your mind to God, to Radha Krishna. This is a Karma Yoga. This is what Karma Yoga means. Bhakti plus duty. Bhakti plus karma. So, nobody says, do your duty. Do your duty as a husband, as a wife, as a parent, as a child. But don't get attached. Do not make it your own. Do not think this is going to make you happy. Realize that we belong only to Shri Krishna. Only Shri Krishna is mine. And because I will find, only by attaining Shri Krishna, I'll find the happiness I am looking for. मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा रहा। भिन्न विषयन विषयति मन, Somebody is drinking poison and very happy. Is this possible? You are very, very hungry. Oh, bhooke. And someone brings food for you. The best chappan bhog. Or the best type of food and put in front of you in a thali. And then when you're about to eat, there's poison mixed in the food. Are you going to eat? No? It could be how hungry you are and how good that food looks. But that maybe there is no poison, but the belief is there that there is poison. And we are drinking poison every day and not feeling, and we are so happy. We are drinking poison, yeah. Indiyani Mahaprana Atma Dharmudhitirmati He Shri Tejasmitisyat Yashanashanti Janmana. Seven Canto 10 chapter 8 verse. Prahlad is saying to Nrisimha Bhagwan, the birth of one desire causes harm to so many things. One desire. It causes harm to the power of so many things, the senses, Indriya, Man, the mind, Pran, the life force, Atma, the soul. इसकी शक्ति को नष्ट करते हैं. It destroys the power. Other things get harmed also. Patience, reasoning, righteousness, modesty, self-esteem, and even knowledge of the scriptures, true practical knowledge. So many things get harmed just by the birth of one desire. So we are literally, by trying, when desire comes in our mind, and I mentioned 5, desire to hear, desire to see, desire to smell, desire to taste, desire to touch. 5 sense organs, 5 desires. These are very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. It destroys all these things. So literally we are drinking poison. Not going to go in great detail here. We have heard this, just a reminder, that's all. Man kyo nahi hari gun ka raha, man kyo nahi hari gun ka raha, man kyo nahi hari gun ka raha, man kyo nahi hari gun ka raha. Nartanu paay kripalu bhajan kar. जीवन अब जा रहा, मन यह जीवन अब जा रहा, मन यह जीवन अब जा रहा, ओ अब जा रहा, अब जा रहा, ओ धोखा खा रहा, मन क्यों नहीं हरि गुण गा 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 रहा. So finally, in the last line, Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu has written this beautiful divine composition called a Pad from Siddhanta Madhuri, from that most divine book, Prem Ras Madira, which contains 1008 such compositions, divine compositions. So he's saying in the last line here, that haven't this aspirant soul is saying, and so he's speaking in the voice of an aspirant person, having acquired this human birth, 84 लाख प्रकार की योनि है, और सबसे श्रेष्ठ है ये मानव देह. There are 8.4 million forms of life. And the most important is human birth. So important, even Devatas, celestial gods, people pray to Devatas, Indra, the king of heaven, the god of rain, Agni, the god of fire, Vayu, the god of wind. People pray to Devatas, Indraya Namaha Swaha, Agni Namaha Swaha, Vayave Namaha Swaha, because we want to go to heaven. That's what you're going to get by praying to Devatas. But they who are living in heaven, जो स्वर्ग का रहने वाला, स्वर्गवास करते हैं, they are praying for, but we have this human body. ये प्रार्थना करते भगवान से. दुर्लभम मानुषम जन्म प्रार्थ्यते तिरशैरपि नारपुराण. The devatas are praying, Hey Shri Krishna, we are begging you, प्रार्थना करते हैं, we are begging you, please give us birth in the human form. We don't want heaven, there's nothing here. So we are praying to go to heaven, and they who are in heaven, they are praying to get what we have. It means this is greater. And we don't understand the greatness of what we have. This is why Bhagwan Shri Ram says, Bare bhagya manusya tanu pava, sur durlabh sadagrantha nigava. Bhagwan Shri Ram himself is telling us, saying to the residents of Ayodhya, to us, it is the greatest fortune for the soul that acquires birth in this thing called human form. Sur. Sur means devatas, those who reside in heaven. Yanti devatan devan. Those who pray to devatas will go to heaven, they'll become devatas. Chapter 9, verse 25, Gita. They are praying for the human birth and they can't get it. We don't understand the value of what we have. Why devatas want to get human body? Because only in the human birth we can do bhakti. Dog cannot do bhakti, the cow cannot do bhakti, the bird cannot do bhakti, devata cannot do bhakti. Only human beings. Devatas, they can glorify, but their action do not bear fruits. वहाँ पुरुषार्थ नहीं कर सकते. इनके कर्म जो करते इसमें फल नहीं मिलता. The devatas, their action do not bear fruits. They are bhog yoni. They only enjoy the fruits of the past action. Then finish, then have to come back here. We become devatas, the soul, and then we have to come back here and suffer. So haven't gotten, Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying, haven't gotten this very valuable human birth, leave everything and do bhajan. Bhajan means worship Radha Krishna, glorify, meditate on God, shed tears for Radha Krishna. Inke gungan karo, chant the praises, chant the name of the Lord, meditate, do roop dhyan. Because we don't get this opportunity again and again. ये बार-बार नहीं मिलती. And कब खो जाएंगे? At which moment we can lose it? किसी को पता नहीं. We don't know. None of us can guarantee that I will live for so many more years, that I'll live to see tomorrow even. आज रात सो जाएंगे, बस हो गया. Tonight we go to sleep, and that's it. We don't get up tomorrow. We don't know. There's no guarantee. So, utilize every moment. Understand the value. My Guru, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu says, if we understand the value of what we have, one, value of this human body. Two, I got true Guru. ये सबको नहीं मिलता. Not everyone has this fortune of meeting. Yes, everybody is a guru. Everybody have guru, but the fortune to meet the true guru, bona fide saint, asli guru. Not everyone has that fortune. We have that. He has given us everything we need. All the knowledge. And we got all this and yet we make no use of it. Just run in the world and enjoy the world. Keep looking for happiness in the world. Then what we going to say to Bhagwan? Ab kya muh dikhayenge? I give you everything. Human birth. I give you association of a true saint, the true Guru. He bestowed all the divine knowledge in you, and yet you made no use of it. And yet you want opportunity to get human birth again. Now keep going now and rotate in 8.4 million forms of life. Go to so many narak hell. Because we did not make use of the golden opportunity we were given. Oh, this is there's so much in, as I said, in this, every line we can take and so much more. This is a little short reminder. All this philosophy, most of you already know, you hear all the time. But from time to time, we have to be reminded. It's very important. This is why we have Satsang. This is why the Pracharaks of Shri Maharaj Ji will come again and again through His grace to try to remind us. And this is why we should value what we are getting also and make use of it. We are lazy, we are careless. We need to be reminded. This mind of ours is so crazy. And again we have to be told and be reminded. And that's why it's so important that when we get this opportunity, we should make the use of it. It will help us to become alert. Saudhan. Hey, I'm being so careless and lazy. I don't even know if I'll live tomorrow and what will happen to me. Let me do now what I'm supposed to do. I have everything. Guru has given me everything that I need to do. It's not that I can make an excuse. I do not know. No one has told me. Kisi ne bataya nahi kya karna. ऐसा बहाना नहीं कर सकते. We can't make this excuse and say, no one ever told me, I don't understand what I was supposed to do. So, this is just a small reminder. The rest we'll hear another time. बोले श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, राधा रानी की जय जय श्री राधे। Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. We'll do this is a beautiful part that people ask me to sing all the time. I haven't sung it in a long time. So I just explain a little bit what the part is saying. Page 199, part number 210. Vaidava anari nari dhar bhar mavere. So the true devotee, in this case is a gopi, has fallen in love with Sri Krishna. When someone falls in love with Sri Krishna, then nothing in the world makes sense anymore. You don't give importance to anything in the world. So she's behaving in a way like this, not giving importance to the things in the world and in the home and all of that. So the in-laws are thinking something is wrong with her. The parents are thinking something is wrong. So they get a doctor to come and see if he can cure this devotee, this gopi, some problem. So this doctor comes and is given all these herbs and all these things to try and cure because something is wrong. And so the gopi is explaining this to her friend, that all this thing is happening. And so she says, she's saying to her friend, "Oh Sakhi, this doctor doesn't understand what is wrong with me. Nothing's actually wrong. He doesn't understand that I have a rog, but prema rog. Yes, there's a rog, there's a disease, it's called prema rog, of divine, the disease of divine love. And so it's making me act in this manner that doesn't seem to be, the worldly people expect you to act a certain way, be a certain way in the world. And the people who are divine beyond the world, they don't go according to rules and regulations anymore. So the poor doctor doesn't understand that. And so he's testing the nerves and all these things to see what is wrong. Maybe she has nervous problem and behaving in this way. So, Jaya kaho Vaidava se kachu din padi jaye. Tell him to go and study a little more. Abhi wo theek nahi samajhte. He doesn't understand properly. He needs to study a little more because he can't. He's making diagnosis for material disease and this is a divine disease. Doesn't understand anything. So he needs to understand a little more. Jhuti muthi bhuti daike ghuti se pilawe mohi. So he is compelling the gopi, you have to drink this herb, this medicine. It's going to cure you, this nervous problem you have. It's going to cure you, but it's not going to help. This medication has no effect because this is divine disease. So it can't help in any way. The disease, instead of getting better, is getting worse. The devotee, the gopi's love for Sri Krishna is increasing. Every moment, that love increases. Eri sakhi kaisi karu, kaha chali jao hai, jiu kaise maru, kaise biraha satavere. Oh Sakhi, she's saying to her friend, what can I do? Without Shyam Sundar, I feel like I'm dying. I do not know where to go, who I can speak to. And I can't live without him. If I don't see him, I feel I want to die. Every moment I feel like I want to die if I don't see him. Janyo dil kripalu tero roga hai viyog kori vaidva hai gokula me kanha re kahavere. So the Sakhi who the gopis is talking to. So it happens to be Kripalu Mahaprabhu. So he's saying, "Oh, Sakhi, I understand the disease you're suffering from. It's a disease of separation, right? From Biyog. That's disease of separation from your beloved, Shri Krishna. And the only doctor who can help you, he lives in Gokul and his name is Kanhaiya. There's not a doctor. In other words, the worldly doctor can cure you. You have to go to the divine doctor. In other words, you really have to go not to Kanhaiya, but the doctor who is Kanhaiya in the form of Guru. Guru Rupi, Kanhaiya Rupi, Bhagwan Rupi, jo Guru hai, Vaid. We need to go to a doctor, but he has to be a divine doctor. Sadguru Vaidya Bachana Vishwasa Sanjamaya Na Vishaya Ki Asa. So Tulsidas says in the Ramayana, for disease in the world, when you get sick, COVID and all this, you get some sickness, you should go to the worldly doctor. But there's a disease we have that no worldly doctor can cure. The disease of the mind. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. We have to go to the divine doctor, who is the Sadguru, the true saint. In the same way, that Guru is Shri Krishna personified. Shri Krishna himself. So he is the only one who can cure us of all these diseases. We have to go to him. Vaidva anari nari dhar bhar mave Muthi सी पिलावे मोही सखी मोटी मोटी देखे मोटी सी पिलावे मोही ओ झुकी मुखी घूटी देखे घोटी सी पिलावे मोही सखी मोटी मोटी देखे घोटी सी पिलावे मोही अनुदिन छीन छीन दर्द बढ़ावे अनुदिन छीन छीन दर्द बढ़ावे अनुदिन छीन छीन दर्द बढ़ावे ओ विधवा नारी नारी कहाँ चली जाऊँ भाई कहाँ चली जाऊँ मेरी सखी कैसी करूँ कहाँ चली जाऊँ भाई जीऊं कैसे मरूं कैसे विरह सतावे जीऊं कैसे मरूं कैसे विरह सतावे जीऊं कैसे मरूं कैसे विरह सतावे कैसे विरह सतावे ओ विधवा नारी घर भर मावे रोग है वियोग तोरी रोग है वियोग तोरी हो जानोरी कृपालु तेरो रोग है वियोग तोरी कृपालु तेरो रोग है वियोग तोरी वैद्यवा है गोकुला में कान्ह को कहावे वैद्यवा है गोकुला में कान्ह को कहावे वैद्यवा है भक्ति धाम में वैद्यवा है भक्ति धाम में कृपालु कहावे वैद्यवा लाडली लाल की, श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की।